Hey guys, welcome to Benie's Pantry. I hope everything is going well on your side. Today I am introducing to you another Congolese dish. I am talking about palmnut stew, or as we like to call it in the Congo, sauce grecque. We're going to make this stew with smoked turkey, spinach. My spinach is frozen, which is why it looks like this, okay? I like to buy it in bulk and then I freeze it. And anyway, this stew can be eaten with many different things except potatoes. Do not try it with potatoes. It's not gonna work out. You can eat it with plantain or a plain bowl of rice, or you guys already know my personal favorite, the Congolese chikwang. All right, let's get cooking. To start by boiling the cream. All right, so, and if you go to an African market or an international market, just look for palmnut cream concentrate. They carry many brands. Just pick any one of them. I do not really endorse which one is the best. As you can see, this is the inside of the cream, so we're just gonna pour all of it in here. Let me do it this way so you can see. Yeah, we're gonna just pour all of this in here. And palmnut, I mean, this dish is very rich. You know, think like your mac and cheese, your clam chowder, you know, lots of cream in it, and you add some vegetable. So it's, you know, some people might say like, oh wow, that's too much oil, because it's a very rich and oily dish, but it's so good. I wouldn't tell you to eat this every day, but you know, once in a month, or every, you know, two, 3 times a month, it's a good dish. All right, so there it is. And what we're going to do to boil it, we're going to add for 1 can of the cream, we're gonna put two cans of water. All right, there you go, 2 cans of water, and we're gonna boil this on medium high for 30 minutes. 30 minutes after it starts boiling, not the whole duration. For the ingredients that will go in our stew, we're going to use half an onion, green pepper, green onion, parsley, garlic, and a little bit of ginger. Remember, I often say Congolese cuisine is not very big on spices, but very big on using these various ingredients and create basically an aroma or natural flavor, if you have to call it like that. Not that spices are not natural flavor, but it's really big on using, you know, things like onion, garlic, parsley, green pepper. It's very common. You will often see those in the Congolese kitchen. So I have half an onion. I like to keep my onion for the top because it helps bring all the ingredients down when you're mixing. So we're using half an onion of a large onion. If you have a medium onion, medium onion, you can use the whole onion. My onion is pretty large, so I'm using half of it, because remember, I'm using a can. I'm using 1 can of cream. So if you're using 2 cans, then you can go ahead and add more of these. I'm gonna use 3 of the green onion, maybe 4 of the green onion here, and a bunch of parsley. Got parsley in there, green onion. I'm gonna put our garlic, 4 cloves of garlic, and we're going to use half of our green pepper. I love using the mixer because it just, you know, you don't, just less cutting that you need to do. And our half an onion. So put that to the mixer. Add a little bit of water. Adding water to your mixer helps it when it's mixing. Just a little bit of water. It helps when you're mixing, and sometimes the ingredients stick around the container, so it kind of helps to bring it down. So the cream started boiling, and we're going to set our timer for 30 minutes. Now we're going to prepare our plantain. People often ask me, how do you make plantain? When I go to the store, and you know, like Walmart sells these a lot, and people often ask me, how do you cook this? It's very simple. It's just like potatoes. You can boil it, you can fry it, or you can mash it. But of course, you know, like the potatoes, you cook it and then you mash it. In the Ivory Coast, especially in West Africa, they love to mash it. They boil it first and then they mash it. It's really good. In the Congo, often we just boil it. You know, to eat it with stew, you want to boil it. And then if you want to eat it with, if you want to eat it with like fried fish or fried chicken, then try frying it. You know, it's just like French fries, you know. Sometimes you just eat boiled potatoes with, I don't know. And then sometimes you fry them and you eat it along with a good piece of protein. So very easy. You just remove the skin like you peel a regular banana, and then just, you know, cut it, and we'll add water, a little bit of salt, or maybe no salt. Boil it for about, I don't know, 20 minutes, and it's ready. It's so simple and so delicious when you eat it with a really good stew. Add some water to it. We'll close it and bring it to boil for about 20 minutes. So our sauce is almost ready to go in. But before I add the turkey, the smoked turkey to it, I often like to rinse it with boiled water. This is like boils, it's really hot. I like to rinse it with boiled water because I feel like smoked turkey, when it's been frozen for a while, it tends to have this weird taste and smell. And some people boil it before they add to it, but I feel like when you boil it prior, you lose some taste, you know. So what I like to do, I just like to just rinse it with really hot water. Just let it sit there for 2 minutes, and then we're going to add it to the stew along with the mixture that we made. Okay, remember, we have onion here, garlic, green onion, parsley, and green pepper. Okay, we are also going to add a little bit of ginger to it. Okay, so this helps kind of enhance the flavor of everything else, basically, because we're not going to use too much spice. We're only going to add salt, and that's it. Just salt and bay leaf. So, and cut your ginger in an elongated way, so that kind of gets you to have most of the flavor boil, you know, like kind of sucked out of it. You can also grind it, but I just like to drop it in there whole. That's it. So it has boiled. I'm going to add the turkey. The reason why you want to boil it first is so, I don't even know how to explain it, but just boil it before you add the ingredients to it. And there we go. And we're gonna add all our mixture. Add all that in there. We're gonna add the ginger. And we're going to add pepper. Now, if you don't want it spicy, this is optional, but it does bring a nice flavor. You can add 3 if you want it flaming hot, or you can just add 1, which I'm going to do. Or again, if you don't like spice, do not add it, okay? And if you want it flaming hot, well, go ahead. You can add two more in there. Now just keep in mind that turkey is it's salty, so I don't like to add salt right away because I want to see, you know, how the salt of the turkey is going to impact the stew. So we're gonna close this and we're gonna bring it to boil for another 20 minutes, mostly to cook the turkey. I mean, it's already cooked, but to soften the turkey a little bit. And we're going to add the spinach at the end. We do not want to add the spinach now because we do not want to overcook it. So I'm going to bring it a little bit higher, medium high, for another 15 to 20 minutes. And bay leaf. Don't forget your bay leaf. All right. So now we'll just wait. It has been boiling for a while now, and honestly, you can eat it plain like this. You do not have to add, you don't have, there you go. You don't have to add the spinach if you don't feel like it. Like this, it's also good. All right, so I'm gonna add my frozen spinach here. All right, so I'm going to taste it a little bit because remember I did not add salt because turkey is salty. They salt it when they smoke it. I'm going to add some salt. I mean, it's good like that, you know, especially if you're like on a diet where you want to have like a low salt diet. So it's just fine. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And you can always add salt at the table, you know. It doesn't have to be salted, extremely salted right from the pan. Okay, so 10 minutes because we do not want to overcook our spinach, so we add it at the end. So we're gonna set our timer for 10 minutes and we're ready to dig in. When the stew is ready and it has sat down, it's going to bring some extra oil on top. Personally, I like to remove it. So you just, because it's like, you know, we don't need all that extra oil in our coronary arteries, right? So just tilt it a little bit. And some people even use that and cook with it. So you can just remove that extra oil. Some people leave it in, just mix it up. But personally, I rather remove it. And there you got it. There's still some. And remember, we never added oil to this. This is just the extra, this is the oil from the palm nut. I'm just going to discard that. I don't need it. And put it aside. And this is our stew. And there you have it, guys, a beautiful Congolese dish of palmnut stew with smoked turkey and spinach. And you can have it with your choice of side, either rice or boiled plantain. But once again, my personal favorite, the Congolese chikwang. Now this, you can have it at an international market or an African market, or me personally, I get mine from someone in Chicago. She's located in Chicago. She makes it herself and she sells from her home bakery, if you have to call it like that. And I have her phone number right there, so you can call if you are in the Chicago area. You can go pick it up at her location where she sells this, or if you are within the United States, whether you're in New York, Arizona, Florida, you can also call and she will ship it to you. So let's dig in. My favorite part of this whole thing. I'm going with the chikwang, okay? But don't worry, I love the plantain also. The plantain is really good. I mean, you guys give it a try. You saw how easy it was. Like what, 3-4 steps? It's so easy. Give it a try. Woo! Mmm. This is so good. I love this dish. Oh my goodness. It never gets so. Oh, this is so good. This is good. This is better than I expected. This is so good, guys. I wish I could share it with you, but hey, I shared the recipe with you, so don't say I did not invite you, okay? I love to eat. When I'm happy, I dance. This is so good. All right. Anyway, I can't stop eating. I love you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like, and leave some comments. If you try this and you enjoyed it, please share the recipe, okay? And remember, do not be scared to try something new, okay? You can travel around the world from your kitchen. Bon appetit, and I'll see you next time.